stack it the quickest. Is that dope for your nose better picky? He be loving these hoes, he'll pick me. I be proud of my pennies like sticky.
But I give her 9 shots like it fit. Just got me a drum and that bitch on the fit. New diamonds on me, they dancing like Whitney. A new different world and my bitch is like Whitney.
Man, I just coming for nuts like a hickey. Head on the swivel, cause niggas is shifty. Your mama better, she been about her business. I'm sorry, baby, I gotta be picky.
I'm sorry, little baby, I gotta be choosing, cause I'm really winning by shit I'm pursuing. I just came home and you niggas look stupid. Might pull up with keys in the Wraith, not the Buick. Pull up with Sean, you tell me the door. We came with your bitch and we about to run through it.
Yeah, and I pull up with Euro. Nigga might paint your whole blood like a mural. I be outside everywhere cause I'm thorough. Call him my dog, he gon' spin in the Toro. Break out the air, I got custom apparel. It's on the shit, so my clothes got a smear. I feel like Dino, I need the De Niro. They gave me 0, I turn to a hero. My brother stand and feel like a scarecrow. Bitch, I'm a man, so you know I can't fear no.
Take a little bitch, make a bread down like kilo. We really shooting them shots like it's B-roll. That boy is snitch, you calling them hero. We really up on them boys 10-0. We really fucking your bitch on the D-Lo. The kill got some diamonds, they singing like Neo. And I'm riding with Cayenne, we on the best street, this a push, not a bed. Cartier wrist, match on Cartier lens.
Cartier ring, now we Cartier twins. Do Cartier things, I got Cartier friends. Just bought a can and get caught in the lens. Just broke the bank, now I can't make amends. Kick down the door, made them folks let me in. They ain't don't give a fuck, I'ma win. I bring the blade to your chin, eat your chin. Trap already in, so I need all the yen. You ain't no Timmy was spinning the bin.
Warnings. You piece to the God of the Lamb. Warnings. Trying to give y'all warnings. There's a few of them I gotta give out today. A few warnings I gotta give out. Peace to the God and the rebirth for the re-education. This is only for the nation. Screw your occupation. Regardless of your situation. You young bucks. I had a conversation this morning after the live that, the premiere that I did earlier. Me and Phil. And it gave me some pretty good insight to what the rookies are really. Thanks for the cash app, Phil. For the love. I appreciate that, man. What the rookies are really thinking. When you do a video like what me and Phil just did, where it's a constant gem dropper, just back to back to back to back to back, you get an influx of people who do two things. One, they want more gems. Two, they want to argue against you. You'll be hard pressed. Gotta give me a new chair. This thing's too loud. You'll be hard pressed to find a flaw with that video. You'll be hard pressed. Now I had some inboxes saying well, technically, you should be getting 50, 60 cents a mile starting off. What? Now listen, this is, inflation. That's a thing. I thought 40 cents was good. Am I wrong? I mean, I got cats in. He is telling me like, y'all giving out wrong information. What's wrong with 40 cents a mile, man? You understand people's taking 30. There is no reason, right, Jeremy? Schaffner? There is no reason you can 40 is bad for you. You can't make a living with that, and I feel like it's irresponsible. Whoa, irresponsible me telling you to ask for more money, but you should know that you can get like 70 cents. Oh my God. How long have you been driving? Well, I'm about to get in the game. You ain't even in the game yet, sir. 40 cents a mile is real good for a rookie. When is that not good enough? King started at 15. Omni started at 19. I started at 22, 23. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And that's the influx coming in. Oh, well, really, that ain't high enough. How would you know if you've never been in a truck? You've never been, let me tell you something. 40, around the 40 cent mark, I'll go to 38 to 45. You should be able to make a livable wage off that. We talking about rookie butt naked coming in. We're going to talk about that, Joshua, today. You believe you just supposed to just waltz in here and then he flipped. What do you get at CEC? That's how you did the business. Why you worrying about what I'm getting? Why are you worrying about what I'm getting, bro? You ain't in the game yet. Y'all are getting very, very entitled with this industry. You making double what I'd have made when I first got in the game. They starting you off that 40 cents as well. They're getting you the money. Give it. There you go. And here go the sad thing about the re-education. Y'all still quitting out with no man not making no money. From 22 cent to 42 cent to 40 something cent, you still acting like, oh, I ain't making no money. Listen, we gonna get this under control. It is not your pay scale only that gets you your money. It's something you got to do too, bro. Instead of you just keep requesting the money to go up, but y'all don't ever want to discuss what needs to be done. Y'all don't ever want to discuss what needs to be done. What is wrong with y'all? And really what you do, you crap on a lot of the guys that came before you in the 90s and the 80s who they was getting murdered. They was getting raped. And they still went out there and did their job. You fools see 40 cent and be like, oh, God, that's not enough money. I would never drive for less than that. Look at Kyle. He says, after 14 years. Where'd you start at, Kyle? I just don't get y'all, bro, how arrogant y'all get, bro. Like 40 cent. I mean, what is the league? Is that 45, 49 cent now? Like y'all they just giving y'all money, bro. You making 40, 49. You should be seeing $1,300 checks for 50 cent a mile, bro. 13, 1400, bro. Easy, dog. Easy. Then on top of the back end, once you're done with that diddly business, you say what you ain't gonna do. Ooh, Kyle says CR England. Gosh. So Kyle Allen know what I'm talking about. You snot-nosed little bastards. Kyle Allen started at the plantation, bro. At the plantation. He'd have been happy to see 40 cents a mile when he started. What is wrong with y'all? Then you inboxing me like you trying to check me. Oh, well, you should be, man, first of all, let's peep gang. Half of y'all is subcontractors for 50, 60, 70 cents a mile. I said it. They a little bit. No. Half y'all subcontractors for 60, 70 cents a mile. Well, you know, I'm a company job, but you know it's 1099. You ain't company, cap. Period. Whoo. EJ started at Celadon. Kenneth at school, 25 cents. People wanted to clown me for 32, but failed to realize I started there for 90 and come on, bro. I don't get y'all, bro. Like y'all acting like y'all are. See, y'all have missed. Someone has to realign. Y'all don't really know what the country thinks about you. That's what it is. Y'all don't know what society thinks of you. Y'all are misinformed. Y'all are misinformed because you're coming in the game, and it is a step up from your previous situation, but you believe that coming in the game, you step up in society. These older truckers right here tell you this society gives no thanks to truckers, bro. This coming in demanding what you're gonna get, that's not gonna work. You're important, but they don't want you to know you're important. They don't look at you as the cream of the crop. You can go and kill that, Jack, ASAP. Gold Phoenix hits me up on the catch, but I finally caught you live. Been in the Badlands. I thank you for support, man. I'm really paying attention to who supports and who doesn't, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks for the love, man. I really do. I appreciate that. Gold Phoenix and Phil hit me. But where are they getting it from? That's what I want to know. Who is hyping y'all up to come in here with the bravado of you got some negotiation power? You don't, bro. You ain't got, listen, well, I seen on a YouTube. Yeah, these fools have bought equipment. You're talking to me from a class going into a company situation. You are not them. You have no negotiating power. And let's be real. The cats with equipment barely got negotiating power, because what these fools do when you able to negotiate your lows, they got 3-4 other people undercutting you. Ain't nobody talking about that. They ain't. Come on, bro. Y'all walking in here like I should get 70 cents a mile. In what freaking world should you get 70 cents a mile when you don't know how to back up, drive through the city, stay in your lane? You don't know how to run your freaking clock. You don't know how to talk to the freaking shipper. You don't know how to deal with a tight shipper. You don't know how to you don't know how to do relays. You don't know how to swap trailers. You don't know how to go help nobody and take their load off. You don't know how to do splits. You don't know how to do any of those things. And you saying you should come in here and make more than the gas that's been in here for 4, 5, 6 years. To me, it's insulting. It insults me. It insults me. Like, what are you talking about right now? King the Trucker, just for support. Tell them like it is. I appreciate you. You know, I just want to know what y'all, where spending 2 hours at Love's. Where's my wallet at? Spending 2 hours at Love's. You in the truck stop too long. I'm gonna tell you a truth that the old heads and the people that's been driving for more than 3 years and 4 years and 5 years is gonna tell you, people who still in trucking school who believe you owe 70 cents. They can make more than you at 40 while you got 70. I said it. I'll let it marinate. I'll let it soak. Like, y'all don't have nobody tell y'all the truth. That's why I take my hiatus. I just watch y'all. What you do. Don't worry about what I do when I'm gone. You understand? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Just understand it. I'm doing it better than you. You don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Who told you that? We can barely get y'all to pay attention while we talking right now. Let me tell you something. Old man once told me, do you want to be Do you want to be a faucet or a sponge? Or are you a faucet or a sponge? And I thought about it for a minute and I was like, it's a trick question. So I'm going to get this out to the people in the world. Are you a faucet or are you a sponge? Now, wait. I'll wait. Well, while I'm waiting, Aunt Owens, thanks for the love. Andy Fortune, thanks for the love. Big Dog, King's the highest supporter right now. He sent the most money. Chris McKinney, what it do? He sent $51. I appreciate that, King. Big money. I appreciate the love, dog. I've been gone for a minute. I've been in a hiatus. I've been on a low. Appreciate it. You're right, EJ, and all the people. You want to be a sponge. And I'm like, well, why is that? He says, because a faucet gives out, it can't take in. A sponge soaks up everything. You want your brain to be a faucet, not a sponge. I mean, you want to be a sponge, not a faucet. See, the problem with y'all is y'all ain't even gotten the game yet, but you already jumping on here and you're doing this. You're talking. You're developing egos early. A lot of you starting YouTube channels to give advice on your first 3 months of driving. How many of y'all starting YouTubes and you in orientation? You in orientation, bro. Now you can now if you doing it from a vlog standpoint and showing your journey, I get it, because there's something that can be learned from the mistakes that you're gonna make. But speaking from an authority is the wrong tone. It's the wrong tone. I don't understand where you come in and you get off where you're going to look at that video me and Phil did, the last video, and say, oh, well, you know, what y'all on there was saying was wrong, and you know, you really shouldn't be doing nothing for less than 70 cents. 70 cents where? Well, I ain't gonna say where I'm going. Bro, stop, bro. That ain't a company position. We talking about rookies and company drivers. You talking about leasing, bro. If you gonna lease, more power to you. You can make a bunch of money. Yeah, you correct. But you know, I ain't gonna be leased. You talking about a 1099 company position, which is not a company position. It's not a company position. Stop it. It's not a company position. I'll say it again. It is not a company position. You coming in thinking you know what you're talking about, and you're really putting yourself in a crazy position. Unless you know what you're doing with all the stuff you're supposed to know what you're doing. But if you just coming in from the rookie standpoint that you're sounding like, you don't know what you're getting into. And soon it won't be legal. And that's a fact, Jeremy Safford. What you would know if you did your research. You would know that. If you did your dang research, but you're too busy on drugs. That's it. You're too busy on drugs. You're too busy on drugs. He said, Phil, we won't drop facts. So we're going to see what facts we won't drop it. Because you rookies know more than the dudes that's been doing it.
Realistically, when it comes to the tractor itself, I would say in terms of year age, let's see, what year is this? 2021. I wouldn't be driving anything older than, and this is a bad situation. I would say I wouldn't be driving anything older than 2016, unless
Unless you're an oil field dude, that don't count. They are
money gonna come regardless.
yeah, they over there by themselves.
Yeah.
Or if you're a port guy, and you're not working for one of the big companies. You know, don't expect nothing shiny with that.
We talking about
What did he say was wrong? Right now, y'all break down what was wrong. What did he say was wrong? You know, one guy, there's 3 million trucking positions, buddy. One guy, that's irrelevant. What did he say was wrong? Expect around 40 cents a mile. That's around, that's not at 40, around 40. It could be 45, 46. It could be 38. Expect around 40 cents a mile unless you're in the port or you doing some basically specialized stuff, which half the time they're not going to hire you if they don't need people. They got to be hurting for people to put you in there. What did he say was wrong? Look at Trevor. I got a truck older than 2016, and it's in the shop. What did he say was wrong? Well, I just know. No, you don't know. You heard. Let's fix some stuff right now. You don't know. You heard. You heard. I do not argue with people who know less than me. Everyone else I teach. I'm teaching you. We're not having a discussion. And I think that's the problem that I'm having with the inboxes. And believe it or not, these are Patreon inboxes too. Patreon people will pay to be in the Patreon just to argue with me. Then when I explain it to them, they'll unsign up to the Patreon because they're mad. What are you mad for? What you mad for? Hey, ain't it? What are you mad for? Well, I know a guy that gets 80 cents a mile. All right. Is there a million positions for people to sign up to? No, then that is what you call an outlier. That's why we say in general, when you coming in with no connections, no availability to equipment, and don't know what you're doing, expect around 40 cents a mile. And that's if you pick the right place. That's if you pick the right place. He made Phil seem like, oh, Phil don't know what he's talking about. Phil went through the gauntlet of bad situations. The people you want to listen to is the ones that went to the bad companies first. They the ones you want to listen to, not some dude who just went to the league and never left. What the heck can he tell you? He can just tell you to go to the league. That's it.
OTR on the road, the average run-of-the-mill job.
Yes, I wouldn't drive if you're an OTR guy and you're going to one of the majors. I wouldn't drive nothing older than the 2018, honestly.
And the rule of thumb is the majors cycle their trucks out at 3 years.
Anthony Wilson sends $52 to the Cash App and says, I think I'm the highest donor. He knocked King out of the way, basically telling King, you ain't got the money, so don't play like that. All right, Anthony, you're the highest donor. Excuse me. Y'all are petty.
So if it's 21, you're talking about 2020, 2019, it should be an 18 or a 19 at the bottom.
Yeah. And even if they do have an 18, it's probably less than 6 months for being traded out anyway.
Right. And usually they're gonna see how you run on that old one. If you ride it to a trade out, they'll give you. You probably got to do what's coming down the pipeline.
Oh yeah, definitely. 9 times out of 10, yeah, you get an older truck within 6 months if you do what you're supposed to do, because they'll let you hang if you out here messing around.
Facts.
Give you another dirty joint.
Yeah, but if you run them like you're supposed to within 6 months, because they usually trade them off right before they hit 500,000 miles, or some of them might run to 600, but usually 500,000 miles, they're giving it back up, and you're getting something.
You're outdone, King. Let's let it go. He called you out, bro. Like, let it be what it is.
What questions should they ask about the truck, like APU?
Okay.
Other people ain't getting money. They trying to say they getting money.
Things, which times have changed, so you don't have to ask if it's going to be an automatic or stick. It's going to be an automatic. So that's off the rip.
Let's stop right here and read this comment, because Kyle Allen is telling y'all some real stuff right now. Y'all see the gems on a low. If you know what you're looking for, they be in the comments. Listen to what Kyle Allen says. If you take a job you're not qualified for, you will hurt your CDL and your career. I'll read this again because y'all seem to not listen. If you take a job you're not qualified for, you'll hurt your CDL and your career. Everybody quiet. Kyle Allen. If you take a job that you are not qualified for, you will hurt your CDL and your career. A lot of these rookies is coming in here. You're looking for just a number. Not thinking you ain't asked where this truck goes. You ain't asked none of that. OG Dwayne says you being all type of ish. See, Omni, we would think that's obvious, right? The fact that Kyle has to say that shows you what type of problem we in. Because that is common sense. But as my grandmama used to say back in the Greece, common sense is not common. It's not common. So when a trucker tells you, oh, hey man, get your feet wet at the mega carrier for a minute, get you, learn on their equipment. They telling you real game. Hey, go to the mega carrier. They ain't gonna be the best pay in the world, but you learn on their equipment, you mess up on their stuff, and you get better. When you come out, you won't have to beat up on your equipment or beat up on your CDLs or beat up on your authority or whatever. That's a true statement, my guy. That is true. Nothing about that statement is wrong. Nothing. But you would have to be somebody that can receive information to even ingest that. If you're too busy doing this, you're not going to take that. You're going to, well, I do what I want to do. I go for the money. Hey, this is that. And now you at a job, they done got your booty meat on the slang. Now they going to send you get there, your second load is going from the Chattahoochee River all the way to the top of Idaho in February. It ain't a specialized load or nothing. It's just going there. You're out of your league. You're out of the league and you don't understand it. Appreciate that, Devin. They gonna tell you, oh, all right, you making this much a mile. That's all you care about. They gonna give you a load on February. They're going from the Chattahoochee River to the top of Idaho. Second load. And you think I can handle that? Look, Cat said no. I-80, aka the Gauntlet. You done got this low. You don't even know you in some crap yet because you don't know what you're doing. Oh, this is simple. This ain't hard to do. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? You're playing the macho card. You don't need to play the macho card in this situation because you don't put yourself in a position you don't really understand. And all you'll tell, oh, well, go to the foreigners. You going over to the foreigners, and let's say there is a foreigner because some of these foreigners will let you in. And they will let you take that load to a ridiculous place at a ridiculous time of year at a ridiculous weight and don't care what happened to you. Now you're on I-80. You're scared of I-80. Then you got to get on 90. And these numbers I'm spitting out to you since you're young. You're still young in the game. You're not even scared of these numbers. I-77 in West Virginia. Oh. Yeah. These drivers that know what they're talking about, when they hear 90s, I-77, West Virginia, I-90 up north during the winter, 80, they hear stuff like that. They know what it means. That's why they're more valuable. They also know how to attack them in the right mind state to be in when they go to those places. You don't. That's why you're not as valuable. But you saying I should get paid just so everybody else get paid. Why? You don't know what you're doing. All you're going to do is get scared of the snow and stop or crash. That's the only thing you're going to do. See, y'all are not getting the picture. I don't need you to disagree with me. What I'm saying is just a fact. I don't need you to disagree with me. 20-year veterans die on 90 and 80, buddy. I said I need you to listen to the premise. You understand that? It's your second load and they send you up to 90. I don't care. Oh, just don't tell them to deny the load. You should be denying that load second day driving a truck by yourself. Period. Period. There is no nuance. I block for nuance now. That's my new thing. You give me nuance, I'm gonna block you. Because you thinking your opinion matters. I want you to conceptualize in your mind that your opinion does not matter. And saying opposite what I'm saying, I'm just gonna block you and move on. Stupid move. Because rookies are in here listening to that. Oh, I just can't deny Yes, you can. You can definitely deny it if you don't know what you're doing. Because you can go up there and not ruin your career. You can go up there and die. The Northwest, the Badlands, is the Badlands for a reason. There's a reason why half of you want to stay in the South. You think I don't know half of y'all got Southeast Regional? Scared to go to the North? Been driving 3-4 years? You think I don't know that? Then you come on here and talk like you a super trucker? You're not a super trucker. You're not a super trucker. Y'all kill me, bro. You don't know what you're doing. I'm telling you, your second load. You still don't know how to park at Walmart. You still struggling to park at Walmart. And you think that you are qualified to go up into the North in the winter. Do you understand there's company policies to not send people to the North in the winter at all? You know, there's companies that just don't go there after a certain time of the year. That's a thing. No, we don't go there. So you get a few of them in the summertime, and that's it. Turtle Island, it is Game of Thrones. But see, y'all coming here, you can't listen to nobody. Like, I'm trying to tell you something that's going to hurt you. Ain't nothing I'm telling you going to hurt you, bro. You don't need to go up there yet. You don't know what you're doing. How about you learn snow on a flat surface first? You know, Nebraska it up a little bit. You know, where you going? You know, Pennsylvania it a little bit. Not depending on where you go in Pennsylvania. Learn it for a little bit. You should just be, all right, I'm good. Take me straight to the gauntlet. I'm good. That's a fact too. You can't fight what you don't know. You can't look out for what you don't know is there. You can't look out for what you don't know is a danger. That's a fact. I agree with that. Listen, this is advice that your father or your uncle will get you. Hey, young blood, slow down. Crawl before you walk. Just because you probably could do it don't mean you should do it. And you would know that if you took your time, but you jump right over there to the fancy stuff. This and that. I went for the highest pay. They let me lie on my logs. You know, I'm at a real company. You thinking that's some type of macho thing. You are putting your license and or life at risk because you don't know what you're doing. I believe it was the great philosopher Biggie Smalls who said, this is strictly for live men, not for freshmen. If you ain't got the clientele, say hell no, because they going to want their money. Rain, sleet, hell, snow. That's a fact. You follow these rules, you have more bread to break up. If not, 24 years on the wake up. That's what you don't understand. You can go out there. They'll send you that load out there. You don't know what you're doing. You hit a patch. It started getting snowy. You don't even turn it down for 65 miles an hour. You just 65 miles an hour right to the snow. And it's stuck on the first couple of curves. So you figure, hey, I'm okay. I'm good. You 45, 50 miles an hour around them corners in the Badlands. Then you hit the mountain. Hit the mountain full speed fast. You can't try to get to the top. You get into the apex of the mountain. You ain't even gearing down, slowing down. You ain't even gearing down, slowing down. Listen, Ryan, and the load is insured. They not worried. The load is insured. These companies don't care about your life. Don't have your cruise control on when you rolling through these conditions. See, these things you wouldn't know. You'll be sitting in the seat just like this here. Legs crossed. Legs crossed, you're on cruise control. Or some of you put your leg up on the vent. Now you got one knees up like this and you're chilling. You're talking on the phone. One hand on the wheel. Because you figure, hey, listen, I done rode dirty bitties before. I-80 on the west ain't that rough. I do I-80 on the east all the time. It ain't the same thing, bro. It's a totally different road. It's a totally different road. And you cruising on I-80, going through, you cruising through Wyoming, it's February, it's snowing. You hit that Utah stretch in cruise control, eating some gummy worms with the flip flops on. I'm not here to discuss it with you. You know, I don't have that problem. I don't need to discuss stuff with you. I'm not discussing it. I'm telling you what it is. You don't like it, kill yourself. Get off my phone. It's that quick. I don't need to discuss this with you. They hit Montana, Missoula at 55 miles an hour. Really? In February. I just can't be denying lows. All right. I hear you. Eric James in the Cash App for the love. I appreciate the love, homeboy. Appreciate it. Anthony Wilson is the highest contributor today. He's the top King baller today. Shut down King. He shut King down. You keep thinking this ain't, bro. This is when you take a load and you're driving this truck, you are playing with your life and your CDL and your income. And just because you don't know something is dangerous, don't make it not dangerous. Like I said, and let me tell you something. When you go to these companies, everybody gonna see you on that I-80 in Utah if they OCR. And people say, I can do that with my eye closed. You hit the right storm going up into that I-80. Now you're getting to the point where you going. I'm not talking about going into Utah. I'm talking about when it's time for you're about 130 miles on I-80 east of Utah. Now you got to go through the gauntlet to come down up the mountain and then down into Salt Lake City. That is not a joke, bro. That ain't nothing to play with. Plenty of drivers with experience and nine done lost their booty meat on that road. The highest bid is a hundo. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, highest bid is a hundo right now. You think it's a game. Then when I tell you booty meat in the sling, you don't believe it until it's in a sling. Then you don't know what to do. I didn't know what happened. Phil,
Yes, sir.
they tell me they shouldn't even be denying these loads and they should take anything they want. Second day out.
Boy, people had a lot to say about that 32 cent a mile video.
You're a
Boy.
false prophet, Phil. You're a false prophet.
Yeah, it's about, oh, well, you work for such and you can't talk because you still this and that. You run for $1 a mile. I'm like, bro, because I respect the business people I do business with, I'm not gonna talk numbers with y'all, but just understand, you can't be like me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I really want to get loose and talk my mess, but I can't do that because I respect people's business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as running the winter, y'all got 45 days and y'all gonna find out real quick. September is on the way. Listen, if you ain't got a set of chains on your truck, you need to go ahead and get your pack when you slide through the Midwest again.
Not to mention the ticket is illegal not to have it.
Yes. Yeah.
But see, they would know that if they took time to listen.
Listen, even as an experienced driver, I found out where my thigh meat was when I went through Montana and experienced my first blizzard whiteout.
Ooh, can't see 2 feet from the truck.
Even worse than that, it gives you vertigo. You can't tell how fast you're moving anymore because the snow's coming at you. Y'all ain't ready for that.
And then you turn around, right? You turn around, you hitting this because you 2 days in. I will say 2 weeks in. You left cruise control on. Now you done entered past I-35. You're gonna keep going, go 2 more states. Now you're in the Badlands. And them curves is something else. And this is another thing too that no one really talk about. The wind.
Yeah.
The wind can kill you.
Listen, I'll tell you one worse than that. Some of y'all done got out here and got lazy because these trucks are cut down. You're dead foot in the pedal, thinking the radar gonna say your booty meat in the snow.
And it's not.
You mess around and let that sensor slip on you and you lock up the drives.
Yeah, that cruise control should not be on. And now they have the sensors now where it'll kick it off.
Yeah.
As soon as that sensor start being like, I can't see, it'll kick that joint right off and be like, it's not available. Look at Joshua. And then you go out there, you park, right? And you think, well, I got an APU, so I'm not going to idle my truck. You don't idle the truck in -7 degrees, and you didn't put no additive in there.
Ooh. Didn't buy the mixed fuel from the right fuel station.
Booty meat.
Let me tell you, as a Southern dude, it's a different feeling when you've been in the South and the Southeast and running the lower West, where you go outside in Montana and it's legitimately 20 degrees, but your body can't believe it because it's dry air.
Your body's in denial.
Complete denial.
Can't be that.
There's no way it's 15 degrees out here on this plain in the mountains.
Dude, I was in North Dakota. It was -28 degrees.
Oh my God.
And I was tarping.
Oh no.
And let me tell you something. The wind hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt my cheeks. Like it hurt when it touched me, like it was cutting me.
Yeah.
And then I unfolded the tarp and laid it out, and it stayed straight up. It didn't fall. It just was laid out.
Crazy.
I said, "Oh, y'all messing around, bro. This is my thing. The thing I'm picking up is already in the snow, under the snow. Why do I need to tarp this?" Well, that's what they call for. What it say?
Exactly.
Y'all gotta understand.
Some of y'all that got that grill guard, y'all don't know how to tap the ice off without breaking something.
That's a
the
fact.
Grill all froze up. Now your truck overheating because it can't breathe no more.
Okay, a new top contributor. Willis, one-upping people. He said 101 just to outdo somebody. 101.
Hot boy Willis.
He says, look at me. I'm the captain now. This guy. Hold on, let's see what Ant want. And tell me what I'm saying is wrong, boss.
What's up, boss? What's the topic right now?
The topic is right now we're touching on people who only driving for like 2 days by themselves and taking loads up into Idaho during the winter.
So I don't really mess around with the Badlands. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I got a short story for you that just happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I hired my sister's brother. I'm not my sister's brother, my fiance's brother, and he had been working with me for about 3 months since May. Now, during that time, both he and we got COVID and we were down for a month, right? I paid him, as per our agreement, $1,000 a week, even through the COVID, right? So now we're rolling, and apparently all of his issues he's been telling Jasmine, but he doesn't tell me. You know what I mean? So apparently I've been creating a stressful work environment because I'm apparently running him too hard, which I don't know how, because between the two of us, we're only running 4,000 miles, if that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But he's getting paid $1,000 a week though, so mind that. Now, he has caused damage to one of my shippers. I was working with Lowe's. He damaged 27 panelings of fencing. He ran over them, damaged them all. And I didn't take that out of his check. I still got a claim pending against me about that. I haven't figured out what's going on with it yet. Okay, so that's one incident. And then even more recently, he went under a 1210 bridge.
Oh.
And he damaged my trailer. Now, this was in the Chicago area. So but I didn't find out that he went under this bridge until a day or two later, you know, and it happened to be whenever I got on a load that required my trailer to be completely sealed, right? The guy says, "Hey, I can't load you." I'm like, "Why not?" He said, "You got a big hole in your truck." And I went and I looked at it, and yeah, there was a hole there. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yo, what happened to the truck?" He's like, "Oh, well, I went under 1210 bridge. The construction rerouted me into it, and I couldn't stop." But then in the same breath, he tells me that he was able to slow down enough to where he could creep through the 1210. And I'm like, "So why didn't you stop? Why didn't you wake me up? And we could have figured it out from there." Right? And he's like, "Well, I didn't know where else to go." I was like, "You should have woke me up." That was the answer to that question. Now, to fast forward, and like I said, I'm still paying him $1,000 a week, and that's better than any day one driver that I know of. You know what I mean?
This dude's a day one driver. Like, so he's
day one driver. I paid for his license. I paid for his CDL for him to go to school, and none of the bigger companies would hire him because he had a 19 over that he got in Hawaii. He had a 19 over speed limit in Hawaii, right? So I talked to my insurance agent, got him put on my insurance. He's working with me now. He's securing the bag with me, right?
Right
now, freaking. So
yeah, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have let him go.
He say what?
I'd have let him go. I'd have fired him.
So now, yeah, right, and I should have, but I didn't. I was like, whatever, you know. But between those two incidents, it's gonna cost me about 10 grand because those panelings were $200 a piece, and he destroyed 27 of them. So that's like $5,400. And then my trailer, with it being damaged and him having to fix that, I'm down a week from my trailer, but it's gonna cost me $3 grand to fix that. You know what I mean? So now we fast forward to right now. In the midst of me getting my truck, my trailer fixed, because I was able to negotiate with the guy. I said, "Hey, this load's going to El Paso. Let me run this load, and I'm gonna get it fixed in El Paso. That's my home." You know what I mean? So the guy was like, "All right, fine." He's like, "But if it gets damaged, you're assuming every bit of liability for this load." All right, cool, no problem. We got the load delivered safely. I put the truck in the shop on Monday. We came in on Friday, and I put the truck on the shop on Monday. Right now, upon me putting it in the shop, he says, well, it's going to be down for some days. So now I got to hunt for me a trailer to continue to work. I spent the rest of the day doing that. Right now, Tuesday morning, I call him at 9 o'clock. I said, hey, I need you in the truck and I need you in the direction of Phoenix to go pick up this trailer so we can keep on running. Now, he does that. Well, he didn't do it. He's like, well, I'm at the vet with my dog and I'm not going to be ready till 3. I was like, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. Like, naturally, you and I wouldn't be here because we would be running. We would be out of here on Monday and we'd be gone. So I need you as my employee to go pick up this trailer, you know. And so he waits a little bit. He waits like an hour or two, and then he doesn't call me. He calls Jasmine, my fiance, and also my partner, and tells her that he quits.
No, he didn't. He quit you.
Yeah, he said he quits, and I'm like, ain't that something, you know? But then, so he was off for the rest of the week last week, and then fast forward to today, I get a call from Knight, and Knight asked me, hey, well, was this guy your employee? I'm like, yeah, he was. And they asked me, oh, so what kind of worker was he? Well, he can't keep a schedule because he was having problems waking up on time and this and that, and he missed some loads. So I was like, he can't keep a schedule. And at the same time, she's like, well, has he had any accidents? I was like, yes, he has. He damaged my trailer. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, would you rehire him? I said, absolutely not. You know, and then she asked me, she's like, you know, how long he had worked for me. I was like, barely 3 months. And so now they rescinded their offer for him to work for them because of I was his first driving job and he damaged my equipment, but he didn't put it on the application.
And he mad at you.
And yeah, now he's mad at me. He's mad at me because he's like, well, why did Anthony do that? Why did da 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 da? And I'm like, it's business. You damaged my trailer, and I gave them an honest assessment of you. Had you not damaged my trailer and had you given me something more to stand on, then you would have that. But any employer that you get, I'm gonna be honest with them. I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna cover for you because you didn't cover for me. You just left me out in the wind. But so also in the quitting situation, he's like, well, I'll still go pick up the trailer from Phoenix, but he wanted to deadhead it back. He didn't want to take a load. I'm like, why would I do that? That's 1,000 miles that you're running my truck that I'm going to still have to pay you for. Yeah, you know, because if he would have picked up the load, then he would have started the week and I would have had to pay him freaking $1,000 for him to go 1,000 miles damn near.
No, he doesn't want to drive trucks, dude. You're talking about somebody who really doesn't want to be a trucker. He's taking it as a last resort situation, but he doesn't want to drive trucks. He doesn't like it. He doesn't enjoy it. You're better than me, dude, because missing loads, you can't miss no loads because you want to sleep. And this is what I mean by when they come in here saying, oh, what is it paying? What is it paying? You don't have your stuff together to do the job correctly in the first place. But he was still getting paid above everybody that he knows that's in the CDL business. They're making $500 checks and he's making $1,000 a week guaranteed, rain or shine. You know what I mean? That's an issue, bro. You better than me. I wouldn't speak to him again. He wouldn't come to my cookout. You better than me. I'd have told, well, you're never going to see him again, so you might as well call him, tell him you're never going to see him. I'm not doing that. Well, he lives the next street over behind me now, so like, there's no way that I won't see him. Let me tell you, he could live in my house. You played with my money. You're done. You're dead to me. You have nothing to say to you because this is the thing that's going to happen with people. I don't know if he's black. You said Hawaii, but this is what happens. He's Mexican. This is what happens with most people who do stuff like this. They'll go over to a major corporation and do everything right, do everything they're supposed to do, and just because he feel like, oh well, we know each other, so he feel like he can get away with it. No, bro. No. Every time someone called me, I'd have told him the truth. Yeah, he messed my trailer up, said I was ugly. I put some grease. But so I gave him the Trucker Brown formula about getting up on time, covering your schedule, running 600 miles, drive day, pickup day, delivery day. Gave him the whole formula. Gave him the whole joint. Showed him how to do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is how you succeed. This is how you do this. And you know, he said that I was creating a stressful work environment. I'm like, well, if you're not stressing, then you're not making any money.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're not stressing at least some, you're not making no money.
But see, and that formula only works for people who don't got weak thigh meat. If you got someone up there with shaky thigh meat, you can't give them no type of trucker brown food. They're not gonna want to do it, bro. They're not gonna what? Do what? I gotta what? No, I don't want to do that. He needs to go to a box van day cab off every 5 o'clock, $700 a week job. That's where he needs to be.
But where's he gonna get that as a Daisy Fresh driver?
That ain't your problem.
Right. It's not my problem. You're right. It's not. You know what I mean? And I was so through all of this, like I was doing him a solid. I paid for his license, even though he popped hot on one of his P tests during his CDL school. I was able to negotiate around getting him a second test so that it wouldn't show up on his file. He popped hot for weed, you know, and then I paid for a second test for him to go somewhere else so it wouldn't show up. And then on top of that, I had been lending him one of my vehicles for months because he didn't have a vehicle.
Well, listen, bro, I need a new brother-in-law. Can you be my brother-in-law? Nice,
Facts.
Like, cause you just a good old boy, good guy, dog. Like you can't look, man. This is the truth. You popped hot, I'd have been done with it because he put your job in your business in jeopardy.
And I should have been done with him, but you know, I was like, you know what, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. You know, let me see if he can get clean, and tried to be the diplomatic person, I guess, and that came back to haunt me.
And that new job, the next job, I gotta get to some other people, but I appreciate you for telling me the story, Ant.
Yes, sir.
Listen, if you got a job, post it in the private chat, and I'll post it and see if somebody's in your area that can actually work for you.
Yeah, I'll write it up right now.
Yeah. And I do that for the scrim, for the love. Listen, people, before I get to the other people that's calling in, there's no way this dude sounds, when he gets to his next job, they gonna smoke him out, and he gonna realize you're gonna get smoked out for $400 or $500 because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You missing loads and taking. You miss a load like that at a regular mega carrier, the shipper ain't gonna unload you to 24 hours later. 24 hours later. Oh wow, I was supposed to be here at 4, but I'm here at 5. Okay, well your appointment is 4 o'clock tomorrow, and you can't park here. You do that more than 1 week, you ain't making no money. You're not gonna make no money. You're not gonna make any money. It's flat out that simple. You're not gonna make no money. The whole point is to run the booty meat tight. You loosey goosey in it, you're not gonna make no money, bro. No money. It's flat out that simple. It's flat out that freaking simple. And
what's good?
What's going on?
What's good, man?
You been listening to the show?
Man, I've been listening to the show. I've been trying to get King the Trucker to pay you $500 because he said he should just put $500 in there. See, I was trying to help you out.
Listen,
but,
you got more money than King, man. King ain't got money like that, man. Everybody ain't balling like you, Ant.
Hey, man,
you just throwing money out.
But yeah, man, I went to the other day. I went from Kansas City, Kansas, all the way to Connecticut.
Did you enjoy it?
It was on
you breaking up, bro. You breaking up, Ant. Call back. Grillis, what's happening?
I just got home.
Well, you done shut. You must be getting some money. You done shut 2 big ballers down, Anthony and King the Trucker. You done made them look broke, man. How did you do that? What are you doing better than them?
I work.
Oh,
no, I just know how to. I know how to manage my time efficiently and make top dollar weeks. That's all. A little pocket change, a couple dollars every now and then. I do.
So can you tell King the Trucker how to do that? What do you do to get your week to be real efficient?
I just know that I really don't have an efficient how to be efficient. I just book loads. Like I want to be the top person. So I like to be competitive. So if I see that another driver's doing better than me here, I want to beat him. So if he has a $5,000 week, I'm gonna have a $6,000 week, which I did just have a $6,400 week. So I don't like seeing people outshining me here. I gotta be better than people to my left and right.
So basically, King just needs to work a little bit harder and just focus.
Yeah,
pretty much. King, get your money. Yo, King, he shut you down. He said you just need to focus, man. If you focus, you'll get there, man. Just chill, bro.
Yeah, you'll get your money up. I just spent what $4,000 something on my truck.
Which one? Ooh, they let you park that at the. Oh, so you live out in the sticks?
I wouldn't say the sticks, like the suburbs.
And you just park it right at the house.
Yeah, park mine's here. My dad's truck there.
Your dad is still driving?
He been driving for 20 longer than I've been alive. That's
wow.
I just got my truck turned up to this is probably the most powerful LT out in the game right now. I just got turned up to 550 horsepower, 1850 torque, and man,
you ready to just rip the tranny right out that thing? It's automatic.
That was a manual, 13 speed. I don't do automatics.
You don't do automatics, and is it a Cummins?
It's a Cummins. I mean, it's humming.
A Cummins that's humming. Okay,
you see right there the Cummins. That Cummins. That's all I ever driven is Cummins.
Listen, King the Trucker says you can't touch me, son. Listen, King, he don't let it go, bro. Like, don't get mad because the young buck done outshined you, bro. How old are you, Willis?
24, and I ain't even hit my year in trucking yet.
24 ain't hit his year in trucking yet, and he giving you game, King. King been driving 11 years and can't stand up to a 24-year-old.
He may be better than me at winter driving because my last winter driving, I was unprepared. I didn't know what I was doing.
It didn't work out for you?
I drove through all the winter storm area from Oklahoma all the way to, I didn't get ended in Kentucky. I drove through all, I was sucking it the whole entire time, and I was doing flatbeds. So I had to deal with frozen tarps, frozen winches, straps, everything. If it could freeze, it froze.
And what was your first thoughts when you were doing it? Were you just like, why am I doing this?
It happened. When I got stuck the second time, I'm like, what am I doing? I ain't have no shovel, no cat litter, no nothing. I ain't no tools in the truck. I just had a winch bar I was using to break the ice in between my tires.
Yeah, bro. See that comes with experience, and you done got that experience and stuff. It's just that you the type of person that learns when you don't have something, you think, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get to Walmart and get it. So next time I'm not in that problem. King he just got to work on that, man. He really ain't got his stuff together. To your point, you quicker, you faster, Willis, and that's something that everybody ain't got. That dog, everybody ain't got it.
You got to think on the fly.
You gotta think on the fly, King. Come on, bro. You got to think on the fly. Aunt Owen says making moves. Listen, bro, I appreciate you so much, and Official Willis. I'm still mad at you. You don't got a Freightliner. You see, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing I want you to chill on. Listen to this. But your daddy got a Freightliner.
I'm trying to buy from him.
What you trying to buy for? You a Cummins cat for?
Second truck, I'm gonna take that DD15 out that needs a rebuild and put a Cummins in it. That way, it's more reliable.
You hold on. One second. Blackmore.
Oh hell no. That's a rookie move, man. Go back to school. What you doing, Willis? Go back to school.
Hey, I'm just out here trying to make a couple dollars.
Listen, he said he done turned his Cummins up, and now it's humming.
Yeah, that's actually very good. He's probably get some good fuel mileage out of it.
Oh, he got some good fuel.
Hey, look. 3 months down the road, whatever is the weakest item in your engine is gonna break because you got that brand new horsepower. Happens with every engine you turn up. So, congratulations. I want to talk about the rookies. Number one, and yo, I cannot believe you are that kind of owner. That is amazing. I would work for you in a heartbeat.
Right. Hold on. I'm gonna call you back, Willis. Yeah, Ant's a good old. He's a good old dude, bro. Like he's just one of them dudes that's just like, this is the right thing to do. I'm gonna take care of you. A lot of people.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe that young cat. He was trying to start at $1,000 a week. Promised through COVID, didn't work. Still get paid $4,000. Yo, come on.
Right. Through COVID, still getting money. And then he said he was running 2,000 miles a week.
I said, you got to be kidding me. I get it. You're starting out. If it's all 2,000 miles at nighttime, yeah, you're working hard, which is good. And if y'all, just doing daytime, night shift, bro, you can't ask for something better than that. As a trainer,
Yeah.
come on.
2,000 miles. I mean, I was doing over 3 with a trainee on my truck. We were banging 6,000 some change out.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's crazy, man.
And you know what? The greatest thing is when he said that he was complaining to his fiance, wife about that, going behind his back.
Right.
Who? Oh Lord, I didn't even know that. Good gracious.
Family. Freaking family, bro. It's hard to do business with family, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe he started him out way too daggone good. He needs to go back to Covenant Transport where I was. $250 a week. They don't pay you by cents per mile. No, that's it. Flat rate. $250 a week in 2014.
How many miles?
You finished. I don't even remember. Las Vegas to Nebraska. That was a route. Said Las Vegas to Nebraska. That was the route. $250 a week.
That's nuts, bro.
After your 90 days, they stick you with another student, and he gonna kill you. You're welcome.
Well, and is what it is the business before that guy gets to it. And then you wonder, well, why all these stupid rules at my company? Because of guys like that. Guys like that, guys like Ant come up with more rules. Now he got to come up with a rule for what you did. Now you got to come up for a rule, and now he don't play with his drug test no more. Now he don't. Now if you late 2 times, he gonna fire you. Now he gonna do that. He gonna do that because when he tries to be nice, he loses money. That's why these companies have all those rules that the companies have. There's a driver connected to him while those rules are there.
Right.
There's a driver connected to it that messed it all up. And you thinking, oh, I'm getting here, and you tell them, all right, man, let me get in advance. Then they got some type of rule where, well, you owe us over $3,000. You can't get in advance. And you're like, why is it that way? Because there's a driver that left owing the company, like the league, $8,000-9,000.
Oh yeah, easy. That can be done easily, especially if he's a lease driver.
Oh my God,
that can be done. Oh, good Lord. Negative paycheck, you get that left or right. I got a negative paycheck.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And these guys, what they do is they'll break down. And sometimes the company will offer them a loaner truck. They say, no, they're going to take that time to go home. So they go home.
That's the wrong move.
For 2-3 weeks. Now, remember, your truck payment is $1,000 a week. So that's $3,000 extra dollars plus the extras will add $1,000. That's $4,000. Then the fix it was probably $4,000 or $5,000. Now you 10 in the hole. And then after that, while they home, what they doing? They job searching. They switch jobs. And now they left.
You cannot do that. That's the wrong thing to do. Especially. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if you're doing that, they can write that on your record. Okay, just don't do it. It will literally take you about a month and a half to bounce back. Then you quit the proper way. That's how you do it. If you end up wrecking someone's truck and you're a rookie and you're like within your first year, stay at the company.
Right.
'Cause let me tell you something. Those wrecks that you do, let's say you clip someone's front bumper and you think it's the end of the world. Number one, your truck is going to pay that off within a couple days. It's not that bad.
Right.
As long as you don't create a fatality, it's not that bad. You can hit a building and a company will keep you. Why? Because they know you can still pay it off.
Yeah.
Digitally.
And
you may not see it. Oh, go ahead.
hopefully they're thinking you learned from your mistake.
Yes. And learning is not quitting. Tell you what, I met a rookie driver who did not open his hood, and I could tell because he was from Pam. And at the time, I was at TMC, but I was like 4 years in as a flatbedder. And this dude, he got stuck. He lost his keys in the truck. He went to go into the shipper's office. He came back out. He was freaking out. And I walked over to him. I was just like, hey, what's going on, man? He was like, I lost my keys in the truck. I got the truck sitting in the middle of the road. I was like, when was the last time you popped your hood? You had a Freightliner, by the way, 2016. And you guess what all companies do?
Put a key under there.
Yes! They put a key under there. And guess where it was? On this dude's dipstick.
Wow.
Get out of here, man.
Bro.
Get out of here. You're talking about you want all this good pay? You can't even pop the hood. To look.
To look what's going on. Then you it's getting stiffer and a lot of y'all. Another thing y'all slip on too. Y'all don't ever put that grease on your fifth wheel.
Oh my goodness.
A lot.
Yeah, you mess your tires up.
That's 80% of the game. Don't put no grease on that fifth wheel. They think,
Right.
oh, I get the residual grease off of a trailer I pick up.
Ew, nah. All that black shit that's all hardened? No. That's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
But this is what we're gonna do for Ant. Ant, I need you to give me the contact information. Let it be an email. It don't have to be a phone number. Give us the contact information because there's guys out here that work hard, bro, that will love to do that job. So give us the contact information so you can get some leads on somebody you can replace this guy with that will actually do the job for a decent situation. So drop that either in the private chat or drop it in the main chat so we can pin it up so we can get you some people that actually just gonna want to run for you, bro. They're saying true, Ant. I mean, we don't know what state Ant. Hold on, let's see what Ant got. Hold on, Ant.
Yes, sir.
You got an email you can drop in the thing where there you go. This is it right here.
Yeah.
And give them some of the requirements and some of the benefits to working for you that they haven't heard. Give them the spill.
All right, y'all. So I'm based out of El Paso. So anyone in the surrounding area, like Las Cruces, El Paso, someone near El Paso, my email's in the private chat. I've learned my lesson hiring with my brother-in-law. So I need you to at least have at least a year. My insurance will approve you at least a year. And yeah, you know, I'm not trying to run more than 3,000 or 4,000 miles a week. We're not going into the Badlands. We're not going in like none of the Northwest. We're going strictly to the South. Maybe we might do some Northeast and the Midwest, but we're not going to go to the Northwest or anything like that. Know how to drive a 13 speed, you know, be pretty proficient on, you know, PMCSing the vehicle, you know, and I can kind of work with you on the pay rate, you know, once we talk.
So if you get
I'm looking for somebody.
You could give them a little.
Say
Extra.
what?
You saying if you get someone with 2-3 years and good experience, you'll give them a little extra.
Yeah, I might give them a little bit extra because they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, and it is going to be a W-2 job. So real quick, so he was making of that $4,000 I was giving him a month. He was bringing home 33 to the house. That's after tax and everything. He was bringing about 33 to the house. You know what I mean? But yeah, and like I said, we weren't running but about 3,000, maybe 4,000 miles a week. We weren't going hard at all. And there was a lot of breaks in between, like whenever we would get to the destinations early or whatnot. There was a lot of times where he was in the sleeper for 16 something hours, you know, or even a whole day because we got there, you know, early. You know what I mean? So I don't think that I was putting too much stress on him. You know, I have my own fuel cards. I have universal fuel cards. I have, you know, a pretty decent setup. You know what I mean? My truck is very well taken care of. You know, every 12,000 we put the truck in the shop for oil. So it's very well taken care of. I've changed out joints and this and that thing to keep my truck on the road. You're not going to get a bad piece of equipment running with me. Now the other part to the situation is, so whoever teams with me is going to team with me for about 3 weeks, right? And then I'm going to transition out of the truck into my second truck. So then it'll be all you from there.
And
You know what I mean?
regardless so you telling me regardless if the weather hits, regardless if the load's not there, you're gonna hit them with a band a week.
A band a week.
Wow.
Band a week. You know what I mean? Just for, being able to be ready to run the loads. Of course I want you to work and I want you to be able to run pretty decently. But you know what I mean? If I say, hey, I'm gonna give you 1,000 a week, that's my word. I gave my brother-in-law 1,000 a week through COVID for a whole month. You know what I mean? Through COVID. And he didn't have to worry about a thing. But and even with that, he was talking about workers' comp. I'm like, are you serious? Workers' comp? But
No.
yeah, anybody that's interested, hit me on the email, and we'll get you validated through the insurance and blah 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 blah. I would like to start working with somebody pretty soon, almost immediately, because the reason why I need somebody for the 3 weeks to team with me is so that I can do the other odd and end things to get that second truck up in the road.
Right.
If you live in the Texas area, even if you live somewhere kind of far away, I'll still make sure that you get home for your uninterrupted time. So the timeout is going to be 2 weeks. I'm not going to have you out more than 2 weeks, barring unforeseen circumstances.
Now hold on. I got someone at Day Highway says that the pay's not that good, but you're talking about he took in day one people and you're only running 2,000 miles a week. That is not a lot of miles, bro.
Yeah, it's not like I can't afford to pay the greatest, but I can be pretty decent in what I'm paying. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
it's an opportunity for
So
someone.
are you home every week?
I'm home every other week, every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's week to week, back to back, because I might have something going on. You know what I mean? So, like this past couple weeks, I've been home like back to back to back to back because I had stuff going on. Even though we still made good money during the week,
So y'all are hauling something worth hauling. Y'all ain't hauling no crap.
No, we got a decent setup. I got a couple places that I run for. And whenever I'm not running for them, then I do have the smart market that'll get me back home.
Right.
So like I said, it's not the greatest to pay, but I can kind of work with you a little bit as far as the pay goes.
Right.
But
and that's what they're saying. They're saying, oh, the pay sucks. You're talking about 50 cents a mile, and he was taking people he just came up with the rule of 1 year. He was taking people without a year, just walking in the
day
door.
one people. People.
So I don't see, and this goes back to what I was saying before, where this isn't a rookie stance. Well, I'm driving 4 or 5 years, and he ain't talking to you.
Yeah.
It's from a rookie.
I can't afford you right now.
Yeah,
this is for the newer guys.
Right. These are for the newer guys who are. Listen, when I first came in the game, didn't know what I was doing. I was happy at Night Transportation because that's where one of the places I was at to see a $600 check, and I was out 7 days a week.
Right. 1011 trucking. It's I can put it in writing whatever I say. It doesn't have to be just my word. I can put it in writing. If I guarantee you the money a week, that's what I'm gonna stand on, and I'll put it in writing.
Right. So put the thing out there. Listen, if you're for it, go for it. The email is there. If you're in the lower Texas area, the email is there. Thanks, and I put it out there. I hope you get somebody, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
And see, and now we're back to what I'm saying before. Some of these things, y'all just need to be quiet on. Y'all just need to be quiet, because if you're in a situation, you've been driving for a while, that's you. You don't know what rookies out there that would love to have a owner that's going to work with them and get them through their situation. You don't know that. Okay, it doesn't fit you. It don't fit you. But for you to just to say, oh, it's just not good. It's not okay. If you got 2-3 years and you've been leasing and all, it's not for you. That ain't what he asking you for. He was taking day one people. Day one, never drove a truck. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's what I said. The space is so negative and toxic that someone can't come in here and just say a few things. That could be a great deal for someone to start their first year and a half. They start their first from scratch and do a year or 2 years at a company that's taking care of them that way. But then y'all turn around and feed them to the regime, who ain't gonna take care of them at all. Just gonna let them hit the wall, let them mess their license up, let them do all that. That's a steal, bro. And you only doing 2,000 miles? Wow, I make more than that. But you fools is turning around on the other joint saying you're doing 34, 36, 4,000 miles in a week. What are you talking about? Some of you local dudes is doing 3,000 miles in a week, doing 630 a day. Get out of here, man. Thank you. He said, if I wasn't starting to flatbed in 2 weeks, I'd have took the offer. Or get abused for 3 years like I did. Y'all are funny, man. Yeah, you're right. I've been up because of the old rookie floppings. Yeah, man, if I started at the plantation itself, I started at CR England, I'd have jumped on that deal. And let me tell you something. He would have liked me because I ran, man. I ain't had none of them issues. I'd have wore that thing out. First year, you tell me I'm gonna make $52,000 my first year without knowing nothing? And I get to learn on your equipment, and you're in the truck with me, and you're a phone call away for anything I may need. That's what I'm saying. Y'all understanding of what's going on is very skewed. That's because you're listening to YouTube channels, which is hyping up your expectations of what you're worth. You're not worth that much, brand new. I'm sorry. You're not worth that much. And he never said, he said he will discuss pay with you, meaning if the 2,000 miles ain't enough, you could say, hey, man, give me something else and make more. You didn't even open that door, did you? You just said, this ain't enough money. Y'all are funny, bro. And then wondering why y'all, the mega carriers is passing y'all around like $2 hookers. Because you talking like you know and don't know nothing. If you're not going lease off the gate, you ain't worth all that much money. And even if they do give you $50 a mile, you do not have the clock experience to run 3,500 miles. You have to be a clock wizard to be able to run 3,600 miles in a week legally. And half y'all ain't paying attention to that. And if it's at a rookie premise, you ain't been riding long enough to know that. And Heavy B Trucking, Angelique, and Covenant tried to run your eyeballs out. Y'all are something else, man. Anthony.
Yeah. I guess we got disconnected last time.
Yeah, you had a bad signal.
I would have loved to run for that guy when I first came on, because when I first was doing it, I was trying to make $1,000 bucks. You know what I mean? I ran like, just bring home $1,000 bucks. That was pretty good. I was like, dang, I wish I was in my first. And not only that, he helped the dude out. He's like, even though you messed this up, I'm gonna help you out. He did extra stuff because he knew, you know what I mean, what he was. That I don't get it.
But I'm telling you, it's because these fools, they sit in these live feeds and these stream yards, and they let these people hike their expectations up. And these guys are super inflated egos, telling them they make all this freaking money, and half of them be 1099. They're not even employees, bro. He said that's rookie day one, no experience company, not 1099 where you think, oh, I'm making more. You're not making more if you're taking care of your own taxes. Dip. Ooh, I'm about to go off. I ain't even gonna say it.
Yeah.
And then this is the big one, Anthony. This is the big one. If the truck breaks down, if it snows, or if you sick, you still get your 1,000 without running 1 mile. That's nuts, bro.
That's what got me right there. I was like, damn, I could do this and still get it, man. I'm telling you.
Crazy. Look, King D Rod just popped in here. He ain't gonna give you that, Jack. He ain't gonna give it to you. He not about to give you 1,000 a week and you ain't coming to work, bro.
Man,
You want something
that's
else.
love right there. You know what I mean? And just on that, I would have been like, look, I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta do this dude right. You know what I mean? Just you can't do out of the box. You can't beat that.
Y'all are something
Sometimes
else.
I wasn't even making $1,000. My
Right.
first check was like 600. I was happy with that.
You appreciated the 600, Anthony.
Yeah, I appreciated it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. See, King D Rod, she a fleet on. He say, heck no, I ain't giving you that. He ain't gonna give it to you. Y'all off the chain, man. Hold on, Anthony. Hold on, Anthony. Listen, people, I can't be on here with y'all all day because I'm overnight these days, so I gotta do a lot. But this is what I'm gonna leave y'all with. And hold on, guys. I gotta give the public their chance to pay their $20 and call in if they want to. So I'm gonna call y'all back. I'm gonna kick y'all out, but I'm gonna call y'all back. Go to the channel and watch. I need to know who is not in the Patreon and who is. So I'm booting the Patreon people real quick, and I hope you got what you need. $20 to call in. I'm giving the public a chance to call in. And if you wanted to say something to Ant because he's listening right now, if you're in the Texas area, you can. Send you $20 to call in. I'm gonna say this for about 5-10 minutes. If no one sends it, I'm just gonna end the live. Listen, you guys are getting to the point where y'all are like freaking debutantes, and you're expecting the world without giving nothing. You're expecting the world without giving anything at all. Jaqueline, appreciate the love. You're expecting the world without giving anything at all. Even if you go to a company that's paying you, if you go to a company that is paying you 40 cents a mile and they say you can get up to 3,000 miles, they're not going to cover you if you're not good at what you're doing. Meaning, if you're missing loads like this guy was doing, if you're doing all these things, your check ain't going to be $1,000. He's saying he's going to give you 1,000 even though you suck. That's what y'all understand. To see, when you're at another company and they're giving you this 40, 50 cent a mile, that's pay as you go. That means if you do good, you get the money. If you make bad decisions, you don't get the money. If you have bad weather, let's say the route you was on that week just got hit with crazy weather, you don't get the money. If the truck break down, we'll put you in a hotel, but you don't get the money. There is more ways to not pay you at a big company than it is to pay you. That's what y'all are not understanding. You basically have a net where if you show up and do what you're supposed to do, you're going to see this money. Like, Ant, let's say you said it's 2,000 miles average, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you get a driver that's good and he knocks the 2,000 miles out. Oh, he just lost signal. He knocks the 2,000 miles out. How you know you couldn't call Ant, got another load?
I got cut up.
Real quick, Ant.
Yeah.
If let's say you get a driver that's like me, he's knocking that 2,000 out like in 3 days or something stupid. They're making it seem like that you wouldn't give him another load. Like he's just done. You just know you can't get another load.
No, it's not even about that. I don't like to run 5,000 and 6,000 miles. That's why I'm not trying to put all that stress on my truck. So if we're teaming for the first couple of weeks, then like we're not going to run hard. We're going to run about 4,000 miles at the most, but then once I get into that second truck, you're probably going to run 2,000 or maybe 2,500 miles, because with me owning the truck, I don't got to run for the miles. I can run for the money. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm able to pay you whatever we negotiate as long as I gross what I need to gross on the truck.
And if you get someone who's an overperformer who's just knocking it out of the park religiously every week, then you're saying that the phone is there for the discussion.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah. I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna put them to the test a little bit, but yeah, if they can run and they can show me that they can manage their schedule and be on time for their appointments, I have no problem paying for their value. I don't have a problem with doing that.
But you got to show the value. And see, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
you
like, got to show value.
They're saying it
yeah,
like,
I'm not just gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay you more than 1,000 or whatever, and you suck. Like even though I did that for my brother, I paid him $1,000 a week, and it turned out that he wasn't worth a plug nickel.
Right, and you learn, and that's it. Each driver is a reason why the rule is there. The rule is there because someone has proved the rule doesn't work. It doesn't work, so now he has to adjust.
Right. So I mean, whoever is interested, like I said, it's not the greatest pay, but for those who say negatively about it, I'm not talking to you because you're probably worth more than I can pay you right now.
Right, and that's a real statement. And
but for
tell you that.
Yeah, and so for a year or less driver, let me know one driver that's making $1,000 a week guaranteed without no kind of problem. Let me know.
Right.
That's not in a special circumstance. Not in like the oil field or nothing. I'm talking about a normal drive-in or reefer or whatever driver. Let me know somebody that's making $1,000 a week, rain or shine, to the house. Like not to the house, but $1,000 before tax.
Right. 80% of the industry ain't making that, even if they are leased, because they still have bad weeks and trucks break down. And because you can make $3,000. Well, I know a lease guy where he can make $3,000 for a couple of weeks, but his truck can break down and he can be negative $3,000. And that's not happening here. It's guaranteed. Y'all kill me. That's why I did this live, because you rookies, your expectations somewhere got skewed. It got skewed where y'all are thinking you're gonna make $2,500 a week out of school. That is not how the game works. You have to learn yourself to that position. You got to learn. And half of them aren't even worth a fraction of what you paying. I didn't pay my brother that till after he did his first year at Covenant. Dang, Jeremy, you hardcore, man. You made that man stay. Jesus Christ. And I gotta get out of here, man. I thank you so much. Check your emails, bro. And I put the email out. I'm gonna drop the email again so they can see it, and just keep an eye on the emails. And next week when you come back, we'll see if you got some people you ran through. Okay. We're gonna get you a good driver and keep an eye on them, man. We're gonna get you a good driver, and we're gonna keep an eye on them and get you to where you need to get to. I'm gonna drop this email in the Patreon. When you come to Ant, make sure you tell him you're in the Patreon so he know what level watcher you are, and he can know that you've been in there getting game, and you'll be a little bit more gamed up than the people on the outside of it. So I'm gonna drop this into the Patreon for y'all to get it. I'm gonna say to work for Ant, and email him all your information and everything you need to know so he can go ahead on and put it through the stuff he needs to get through. YouTube made them think. Yeah, that's exactly what YouTube made them think. Listen, I'm Audi 5000. Don't do drugs. And you inbox me on Patreon if everything is going well. That's the email for y'all right there. Follow that email. Start sending it back and forth with Ant, and he'll get you set up, man. Hopefully we get somebody that really want that opportunity and get in that position to help take care of their family with a guarantee where they don't got to worry about money. I think that is dope. With an actual owner that actually cares about their well-being. We are